Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. You know it's deep when you start talking about your soul, okay? You know it is super deep when you start talking about the soul, okay? Welcome to Romantic Reverie. I am Mystic Soul Child, and today we're going to be talking about romance and love in 90s R&B music. And I'm really excited about this episode. We're going to talk a bit about what romance is, how it is connected to divine feminine energy, and how you can use it on your glow up journey. Okay, so stay tuned. Before we get into the episode, I want to invite you to join the Parlor Society. Please visit mysticsparlor.com. And you can't really get into the site because it's still being built, but I want you to be the first to know when everything launches. We're going to have products, services, music, everything you could think of that is concerning Mystic Soul Child, you can find on mysticsparlor.com, and you can be the first to know when everything launches. So visit, enter your email address, and we will add you to the email list. So, yeah, talking about love and romance. First of all, I don't know if you're into astrology, but I am a Libra, Sun, and Venus. Okay. Love and romance is the air I breathe. Okay. Everything has to be romantic. Everything. Okay. I aspire to make the mundane things in life super sultry and super romantic. Okay. We're gonna look at 5 of my favorite R&B songs from the 90s. I'm gonna tell y'all some stories and talk about the similar theme that I found in these 5 songs. Okay. So if you saw the cover photo, we're talking about SWV, Janet Jackson, Sade, Anita Baker, and Monica today. All right. So the 90s is just such an amazing era to me. Okay. Like for me personally, I feel like life peaked at the 90s. It really don't get no better than the 90s for me. Okay. That's just my personal opinion and experience. Okay. I love the 90s. It is the time in my life where I was becoming aware and conscious of the way people move in the world. And I was just so enamored by the beauty of the 90s, which is why, you know, that's really my goal, is to be 90s fine. Okay. I recently found out that I'm considered an auntie. I'm cool with that because I'm definitely the fine one. But yeah, I love my little pixie cut and all of that. And it's all inspired by the beauty standards that I witnessed in the 90s. So shout out to the 90s, everyone who had a part of shaping that culture and making it what it was. It really, really meant something to me personally. I was having a conversation with my best friend, Peace Queen, my best friend, Divine Sankofa. She is also the frequency maven for Mystic's Parlor, and she handles everything concerning my music career and the music that, you know, that's incorporated in the brand. Divine is the overseer of that, and she is just wonderful. She's a master teacher of all things energy, hip hop head, amazing content about hip hop and the culture. And it's really a blessing to know her and talk to her. So anyway, she probably telling me to get on with the story because she really does not like when I pop it about her. But I do. I got to pop it for my best friend. If your best friend don't pop it for you, is that really your best friend? You know? But anyway, Divine and I were talking the other day, and I was telling her, oh, well, as I'm doing this show and I'm doing the research and I'm going back in time and I'm listening to music, and music is honestly a time capsule. It's really a portal that takes you back to where you were when you first heard something, how it made you feel. It's really an instrument of nostalgia. So if you ever want to time travel and unpack, music is one of my favorite tools to use for shadow work because it really takes you where you need to go. But as I'm doing this show, I'm doing shadow work because I'm having to go back in time in my life and think about where I was and what I saw and what I felt, through listening to this music. And I said, you know what, it says, I really wish that I could have been an adult in the 90s. Like, I really wish I could have been grown. I done watched the Freaknik documentary. They was so turned up, Now I am a reserved individual, but I do like the turn up here and there. You know what I'm saying? And they was real turned up in the Freaknik documentary. I was getting down in the 90s. The 90s just had it going on. The vibes, the clothes, the aesthetics, everything about the 90s is just life to me. But so I was just telling her, like, yeah, girl, I wish I would have been grown back then. She was like, sis, you can't say that. You don't have to be grown in the 90s. You were growing in the 90s. Okay. The 90s is the reason that we have the souls that we have, because we got to live during that time as impressionable children and just really be shaped and molded by that. So shout out to Divine for G-checking me, because I needed that. Like, girl, this is the best time to be grown. Okay, you were influenced by the 90s, and I saw a lot. When you are an old soul, you know a lot of things that you probably shouldn't know. Okay, that's kind of like you hear people say, we definitely shouldn't have been listening to these songs when we were kids. I'm gonna say probably a couple of these songs on this list maybe we shouldn't have been listening to. I shouldn't have been listening to as kids, but I loved every minute of it. But yeah, so what is romance? Valentine's Day just passed, and there's all this talk about gifts and intimacy and all this showmanship of what love and romance and all of that entails. But romance, honestly, is a state of being, okay? It's the state of being romantic, okay? And what is romantic? It is definitely of love and affection and intimacy and intention. It's definitely all those things. But it's also about making things sweet for yourself, making things sensual. And I don't mean sexual. I mean sensual, like actually feeling something and letting it penetrate to your soul and move you. Okay. It's really about awakening your emotional body. It's about taking things slow and just simply enjoying and being present. And romance is kind of like I don't want to say over the top because I'm extra like that. Okay. I like romantic things. I like romantic aesthetics. As you can see, my wall is covered in roses. I'm all about things that are gentle and sweet and endearing. And that is what romance is. And that type of energy is how you can unlock divine femininity on your glow up journey. Okay. Now, this message is for people who want to glow up. I cannot deny that the people that want to benefit from your glow up can hear this as well. So I'm going to just put it to you like this. Men, if you are listening, you might could catch a couple of gems in this. Okay. Just maybe. Okay. So anyway, romance is a way to unlock softness in divine feminine energy, okay? Making it feel safe to come out and play, okay? Romance is how you do that. So I listened to these 5 songs with my grown lady ears, and I'm like, ooh, these are the epitome of romance. And I'm about to tell you what I heard. So first we are going to start with Rain by SWV, okay? In 2020, there was this huge resurgence of 90s everything, 90s culture, the music, everything, because we were all indoors and all we could do was watch TV. We was watching Versus and all of that. I feel like Versus really birthed this newness of nostalgia for an appreciation for music and just that time in our lives. And SWV was one of everybody's favorite to talk about during this time. And it brought up Rain. Oh, y'all was being nasty. Y'all was now SWV got a couple of mature content laced songs. Okay, they do. They do. Some songs we probably shouldn't have been hearing at the tender age of like 10 as I was, but the girls could sing and they were just so dope. Coco's nails. Oh my God. I used to love to look at her nails and her rings. Lily and Taj were just so beautiful. And they were just those girls, like all three of them. I really, really love me some SWV. Rain is such an important song to this content because it's part of the theme for the month. So I love that song because it is so gentle and powerful. Okay. Like how you get gentle and powerful in the same space. Easy. Okay, they did that. Let me tell you. So this conversation is like, oh, the rain is like, you know, happy juice. Okay, we just gonna call it that. The rain is happy juice. Yeah, you wasn't listening hard enough if that's what you heard. This is what I heard. And one thing I love about art is that it's definitely up to the consumer's perception. So your way might be what you heard for your spirit, and what I heard might be my way for my spirit, but this is what I heard. So, think of the divine feminine as a flower, okay? And the song is encouraging you to rain down on me. Let your love shower me. Let it fall like raindrops. Just rain on me. Okay, every little drip drop, just rain on me. Okay, the girls was singing. Okay, but for real, when you water a flower, it grows. Okay, the life in it expands. You feel me? So if we look at that in the sense of the divine feminine, if you pour down your love and your romance and your intention and your adoration on me, you'll see me thrive in such a lively way that even benefits you who don't like to look at pretty flowers, who don't like to pick pretty flowers and nurture them, you know, watch them grow even bigger and more beautiful. To me, when I hear Rain by SWV, that's what I'm hearing. Like, pour that good stuff down on me and, you know, I'm going to take care of you. Okay. And I love that. With my grown lady ears, I can appreciate that. So what I took from that is, you know, good love and romance really inspires us to be the best versions of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it is wonderful when that love and romance is given to us from an external source. But it is wonderful when love and romance is pouring into us from an external source. But it's definitely necessary for it to exist within us from our internal source. Like, we really have to create moments of romance for ourselves. But that's the truth of the matter. Okay. When you water the flowers, they grow. Okay. So our second song is Anytime, Any Place by Janet Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Okay. And she was very nasty on this song. Definitely should have been listening to this when I was a kid. But with my grown lady ears, I can tell you. Okay. Anytime, any place. Let's just think about that title for a second, shall we? Okay. Anytime, any place. That is on site. SIGHT. And on site, SITE. That means whenever I see you, wherever we at, it can go down. Okay. Do you know the type of energy that goes into making the divine feminine feel that way? Like, you make this experience such a sanctuary that I will do this, have this, experience this with you no matter where we are. Janet said, I don't want to stop because it's people right here watching us. Like, it really speaks to the portal that romance creates between lovers. It really does. It puts you in a zone where you don't see anything but the person that is contributing to your safety, to your sanctuary here in this world. And because of that, you are willing to just let it rain whenever, wherever. It don't matter. Okay. Now, like I said, as a young girl, it's like, okay, you listen to this and it sounds sultry, it sounds sexy, it sounds like sexy music. It really does. And so you know that, but when you get grown, or when I got grown, it was just kind of like, girl, Janet was talking that talk, okay? This is like a spiritual connection that opens you up and makes you adventurous. You know what I'm saying? That's what romance does. It puts you at ease. It helps you to release your inhibitions and kind of let your guard down and kind of be free out here. So that's another thing romance contributes to on your glow up journey is freedom. And anytime, any place is a really good song to listen to if you're trying to feel free. Key, okay, but free for real though. It's really about liberation and power in sexual energy. So shout out to Janet Jackson for that. That whole Janet album, I honestly love. At this, I went back and listened to the album. At this point in my life, as a grown woman, embracing my sensual nature, I appreciate the Janet album because that's where Janet was on her journey. In that album, she really was trying to express herself, her sensual side, her sexy side, and she did it. So many sexy songs on that album. Ladies, you need to be listening to that. I'm telling you. Okay, so our third song, while we're talking about spiritual portals and all of that romance bring down, Caught Up in the Rapture by Anita Baker. That song sounds like exactly what she's saying. That why did she do that? Anita, girl. Okay, this song came out in 1997. I was so happy to see that this song came out in the 90s because I wanted to cover Anita Baker. Anita is one of my go-to girls when I'm singing, when I'm wanting to listen to a woman express herself about love and romance. Anita Baker is one of those women that I go to, okay? Caught Up in the Rapture. Just the title alone lets you know what Anita was on, okay? Anita was on some soul shifting, dimension flipping, love making, connecting type of love, okay? She was on that heavy, okay? Caught Up in the Rapture. I was scared of the rapture when I was a little girl. It was like, okay, so the sky gonna open up and the people that's supposed to go up yonder that was on their best behavior gets to go. The rest of the people get left behind. Then I seen Left Behind. I was like, caught up in the rapture. I think I want that. You probably didn't think it was gonna take that turn. I want that. Caught Up in the Rapture is one of my favorite songs by Anita Baker. Y'all, one day, this is no lie, this is probably in the past couple of years, I'm gonna give it 2022. I listened to that song on repeat all day long, okay? Caught Up in the Rapture. Anita, girl, first of all, the song is about magic. She said it herself. When we met, I always knew I would feel that magic from you, okay? On my mind, constantly. In my arms is where you should be. Anita had game, okay? The girl was romantic, okay? The girl was romantic on this song, okay? All right? Like, another instance of a romantic connection taking you out of this world. It's an out of body experience. It's something that is out of this world. You can't even quantify it. You can't even talk about it. It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And you know it when it hits you, and so Caught Up in the Rapture is so romantic in nature. It is just heavenly. It really is. It speaks to the power of a romantic connection making you feel something spiritually. And if I could take anything away from this with my grown lady ears, it would honestly be that any connection that I experience needs to feel like this. Okay. It needs to be, I'm telling you, I want to be caught up in the rapture of love. I want that for myself. Okay. I want that. Okay. Please don't give me nothing regular. Is this going to catch me up in the rapture? Because that's what I need. Okay. They don't make them like that no more. They don't make them like that no more. They really don't. All right. So the next song is Kiss of Life by Sade. Sade. We still love us some Sade to this day, okay? Sade got new music coming out, and I'm so geeked about it. I really love Sade. My uncle, and growing up, like as a little girl, I can remember my first experience with Sade might have been, I heard Sade in my house all the time. I think my earliest memory of her is Diamond Life. Kiss of Life is the song that we are discussing. Again, this is just like Rapture. This is just like Anytime, Any Place. You know, romance making the girls feel something spiritual. Okay, it's waking up. It's waking up the spirit. Okay, the Kiss of Life. Sade. Okay, girl. The Kiss of Life. Okay. I love something dramatic like that. I'm telling you, I love me something dramatic like that. The Kiss of Life. Okay. She said, there must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly led me to you. Look at the sky. It's the color of love. Again, these girls got game. Okay. Okay, these girls got game. Okay, how you tell somebody that? Okay, something heavenly brought me into you. Okay, brought me into your life, baby. Something heavenly came down here and told me that I need to be rocking with you. Okay, okay. The sky is full of love because of this kiss. Okay. That's another thing about romance and how it spreads even beyond the people that are experiencing it. Okay. It puts you on a certain frequency, and you have these, each and every one of us have our own aura and our own orbs that come off of us. We all have our own energetic frequency. So imagine somebody pouring good love into you, right? You feeling good, you vibrate high, so you sending that energy back out. It's the kiss of life. It's the kiss that keeps on giving. Okay, it keeps on giving. All right, the sky is full of love. That means everybody gets to experience this. Okay, and I have this theory about good love is that it's contagious. Like, it genuinely makes me happy to see people in love and being loved and cared for well. You know, it genuinely makes me happy seeing people love themselves well. So Sade was thinking about that, you know, again, romance being compared to something that is out of this world, that is spiritual, that is deep, that is endearing, that is life-changing. Okay. So shout out to Sade for such a beautiful song and such a prolific articulation of what romance can do. It can bring life, literally and figuratively. Okay, and so the last song that I'm covering is by my girl, Miss Thang, Monica. Okay, this is Why I Love You So Much. Now, this song is not as sensual as the others, but it is very, very romantic because it speaks to, again, what good love can do for you. Okay, good love, it really can give you confidence. It can, well, I don't want to say it can, because I'm so big on making sure everything starts with you. Okay. So I don't want it to sound like I'm saying that you can only get these things if somebody externally is providing them for you. Good love can be between you and you. You know what I'm saying? when you know that you are adored and you know that you are appreciated, it does give you confidence. It really does. And any love that's doing that for you, it deserves your all because it's cyclical. You know what I'm saying? They love on you, you loving yourself better. It makes you love them better. They love themselves better. It makes them love you better. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And Why I Love You So Much is one of my favorite songs for the lyrics, but Monica really was singing it down to the ground. Okay. Monica said, "You give me the world and everything that I fall for. And since I've been your girl, my life has been so much better than ever before. You got a tender, sweet love. Yes, you do. That weakens me and takes over me whenever we touch." Monica was singing about how being loved well makes you love even more. So again, romance, increasing that divine feminine energy, helping us to rest peacefully and be all the way in that feminine essence where there is love, where there is adoration, where there is fulfillment, where there is romance, where there is softness, where there is sultriness, where there is sacredness. Okay. Romance can unlock so much. It really can. I love to feel romance being given to me externally, but I solely appreciate being able to create romantic experiences for myself on a daily basis. And I want to share that with you. So here are 3 journal prompts to encourage you to bring more romantic experiences into your life. The first one: what is your idea of romance? Think about that. Whatever your idea is of romance, are you experiencing that on a daily basis? And how does it make you feel? Okay. The second one: what are some things you can do to experience more romance in your everyday life? Okay. This could be something like buying flowers, purchasing something that you really want. This could be something like reading a book that makes you learn something. And then the third one: what will you do differently now that you know romance is more than just an external expression of adoration? I hope you enjoyed this video. I gotta go. I gotta get my nails done, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. See ya.